Ready to love? X Factor? Are you in? Are you out? Hey, Chat Suite family. We are back today. I'm here with my girl Shani, and we are
Hey,
talking about
hey, everybody.
we are talking about this crazy roller coaster, Ready to Love, that they are putting us on. Oh my God. This is unbelievable. I mean, I knew Tommy said, Shani, that he was going to throw us some curveballs, but now
Right?
it's going like next level. I mean, it's things are taking such an interesting turn. At this point,
Yeah.
we don't know how this is going to go.
No, because it's like you said, it's taking a turn. It's going to even turn more next week from the previews.
Right. Oh my God. Oh, next week, please, can somebody send that to us today? We want to see it. We want to see it. All right, family. For everybody who didn't see it, it was a lot of different upsets this week. What happened? The X Factor. So it was in the women's court. They had to bring their quote unquote number ones to meet an ex boyfriend or someone they had been in a relationship with, so they could give them their opinion on what they thought about their potential. Man, some of it worked. Other people got upset. It was really crazy. I mean, which was so weird to me that it didn't work for some of them, because the same thing just happened to the girls before, where they had to meet their friends. So the men, I felt, should have been open to the process.
Some but you know how those men are. How like they like that one said he's the alpha man. It's like men. Yeah. They see things differently because and another thing too, they did the same thing. They blinds, just like the girls were blindsided. They blindsided them. I think they should let them know in advance, because that wasn't right.
I mean, I kind of think they should let them know too, just so they. Mm-hmm. I mean, even though because we thought they should let the girls know too. Like, don't just throw somebody into the lion's den, right? So I agree with you. We're gonna start here with Nisha and Joelle. So Nisha and Joelle, she brought him in to meet her ex guy, and Joelle handled it pretty well. Wouldn't you say?
I would totally agree. He was just a good sport about it, and the ex was, very personable also. So it was.
Yes, he was.
I thought it was a good thing. I mean, how they interacted, that was really good interaction.
And even Joelle said that too. He was just like, you know what, this was really good. We sat down and this was, a good thing, because he got a chance to ask something that he wanted to know, which we still worried about, was Venetia clingy. And so I was so happy that her ex said no.
No, exactly.
Right. He's like, right. And so, and then he also, the ex also let Joelle wanted to know, was he like the jealous type? Because he said, like, Venetia gets a lot of attention from men. And so he said he would know how to handle it, with her getting, other male attention and things like that. But they thought he felt it was okay, didn't mind meeting her ex-boyfriend, had a good meeting, went on about his business. One thing that they did say I thought was interesting with Joelle and Venetia, where she had to get him together. They had planned to have a meeting, and Joelle did not call her to say, I won't be able to make it. Well, he thought that was okay. He thought it was an indication that he didn't call, that was indication to say, plans had changed. And Venetia's like, no, that doesn't work like that. Like, I'm not a mind reader. Where is he thinking that's right at, Shani? I don't know.
I mean, I'm like, you are 42 years old. Come on, dog. That's not right. That's not right. You don't talk about, if I didn't call you, you should just know that things changed. What
are you talking about?
That was really fishy. I totally did not agree with that. I was disappointed in him with that, because
me too.
You're too grown to have that kind of thought. You are way past grown.
Way past grown to even let that come into the smallest part of your mind, that was an okay action, and someone's waiting on you to go to dinner or go get something to do. Is pick up a phone and send a text message. I can't make it. I've gotten tied up. Say something. Do something. Don't just leave her waiting. So,
and then remember when he said, yeah. So I know what I could do better. I could look at the phone, look at my text, and no, that's not what I could look at my text. Even to me, the answer was not appropriate either.
Yeah. I'm like, do you get it? Like, I know that's not the way you've operated in the past, but she explained herself, let him know, like, hey, if going forward, if something's going on, definitely you need to talk to me. Let me know what's going on. Don't just leave me out here hanging. Got over here to, I got to jump into Alexis and Ron. I mean, this was so interesting. You know, her religion is very important to her. She had a gentleman in her ex who was not even her ex-husband, but an ex before that. But she said we go way back, family. This gentleman, she was able to bring him to his faith, kind of, got him, not so much as she said like in the church, but got him to a place where he wanted to really go deeper into his faith, where he's into the church now. One of the things I thought she said that was so important, Shani, was she said that she had been trying so hard to not be judgmental with Ron about religion. And he turned around and made like a condescending statement to her friend. He said something to the effect of, "Oh, you look like religion is just pouring out of you."
Dripping in religion.
Right. And so I thought maybe he was uncomfortable, on edge, felt like he was being like put on the spot at that time, which I mean, you were, but that's just what it is. We're trying to learn who you are. So again, like I said, I don't know why all these men were opposed to like the position they were put in, because the women had just been in the same hot seat the week before. So it's just when you go in, you show up, you show who you are. He sat down with the week before with Chris and Alexis at the club, and they had to go through the same thing. So it was interesting that he felt. What did you think about that?
I mean, I thought that because he has a certain arrogance about himself. Mm-hmm. So to make him feel that maybe, like you said, he felt as though he was being called out, and that was something that didn't sit well with him, so he's going to be on the defensive. Mm-hmm. And also, I do want to say something as far, I don't think that necessarily Alexis it's not the religion, it's just the Christianity. It's not, that she's religious. She's a Christian and, has her faith in God and Jesus Christ, but I don't necessarily think it's just she's like a religion, like she's religious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree. You agree with that also?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. But it was important to her, like she said, if this man is going to be leading my house, I need for you all to lead in this way. Now, I will tell you something something I saw on the internet the other day. Ron said, and like we said last week, Shani, can we see the edits on the floor?
Right.
He said he was a little taken back by how it's being portrayed, that he's not a man of faith. He said, I am a man of faith. You all are not seeing everything that's being said. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like show us all the clips, please, so we can make a good informed decision and conversation about
a decision on who we really want to be together right now.
Right. So, but listen, it was very interesting that he left from her, and she seemed like she was a little taken aback. I didn't see her really smiling.
A lot. She felt some kind of way about that nonsense. I mean, to the point where you know what happened? I mean, I'm not going to jump the gun. I'm going to let you get to that part.
That's okay. So then I'm just going to throw it. We got over here to Liz and David. I just want to bring them into it. Liz and David. This was the real shakeup. Like Liz, again, oh my goodness, she told her friend, like we thought, of course, Liz and David were the showstoppers from the beginning. They were a surefire. She explained to her friend that she had spoken in confidence about a situation that, that she had kissed Jason. But then she felt that when he got to the dinner with his friends, he kind of threw her under the table because he asked her that. And she was just like, why would you do that? And that was off camera, she said. We didn't see that. So she was taken back by how he had, what she says, not protected her in the conversation that they had, and shared that with the friends. And like she said, it was a first impression. So don't make me look bad like first time around. Like, what are you trying to say?
In front of your people.
Because then her friend family put the shoe on the other foot. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He came back on David and said, listen, because David came off the rip saying that it's important for a woman. I want to be in a protected space with a woman. And Liz's friend said, well, Liz just told me before you got here that you didn't protect her. You said everything.
He didn't like that. He didn't like that one bit. Put him on the spot, calling him out for his
absolutely. That's right. That's right. And then he turned around and wanted to say all the right words to Liz. And he even said, I'm addressing this to you, Liz. He really turned into her to talk. And as her friend said, I think he's a guy who knows how to say all the right things at the right time.
Talker, right?
Absolutely. And so it didn't sit right with Liz. David said, listen, can we bring the strength of the room down? because the strength in the room is too heavy. Liz's friend was like, listen, I don't know how to be anything. I'm alpha, so I don't know how to be a weak male. So
Right.
I'm the questions I'm asking you because I'm concerned about making sure this is the right connection. She's concerned. David did not again like that. Said, listen, family. He was like, I'm gonna let you guys continue to talk, catch up. But then remember when he asked the one thing that he shouldn't again. When is the last time you all have had intimacy? I said, wait a minute.
Immature. He's very immature. I'm sorry. And all that time I remember saying, but we grown. No, you're not grown because the way you act, the way you are acting is not grown at all.
Not at all. I mean, why are you worrying about when the last time she's had any level of intimacy with that guy? As that guy told him, well, we just kissed, but it's been years ago. So, again, this is a point of contention with him. What does this mean? I'm not sure I haven't heard his past information. Was there some sort of infidelity in his other relationships or something? Because I know he's been married twice.
I believe there was infidelity.
Oh.
I think that was something that was on the blog that I saw, that there was infidelity with one of the marriages. Okay. And then remember the one wife, she said that it was allegedly, I would say that allegedly, that there was a problem with intimacy.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, he has something. It's something that's tugging at him that, I mean, because I'm like, we are adults. You know that you've been married twice, first of all. So you've, of course, been with women. Liz had relationships with men. Does he want someone who is never been with?
Maybe he wants a virgin.
Maybe. Because I'm like,
but he's too late for that. That's old as he is. He ain't getting like that.
Seriously, what are you talking about, David? So, like I said, he said, let's bring the strength of the room down. He felt that the guy was just attacking him more so, not just being, having a conversation as adults. I just felt like, and I'm sure you felt that, Shiny, too. He just didn't want to, he couldn't take him when the hot chair had been turned around on.
It. He couldn't take the heat. He couldn't take the heat.
Couldn't take the heat. And he got out of the kitchen, didn't he? He got out of that kitchen.
He got out of the kitchen. He had tails out that kitchen, right?
He sure did. I was like, oh my God. So,
but I don't know. It looks like the tables might be turning for those. Yes. I don't know.
Yes.
My heart was on Jason and Kyra, though. That's who I want. But it's not looking good.
Because now Kyra, when she sat down with Jason and her ex revealed, did he say, I want to make sure I heard it clear, did he say Kyra does not know how to let things go?
He did say that. But the thing that really got Jason was the fact that she's not good with managing money.
I know. I
was like, dude, why you say that? See, I would have got with my friends. If it was my ex, I'd be like, okay, listen here. Before we start, what you're not gonna say is that. Okay, what you're not gonna say is this.
Wait. Don't say nothing crazy. I'm just saying, like, don't throw me under the bus. Don't throw me under the bus. Because that really raised Jason's eyebrow. He's like, huh. Right. Yeah. That was interesting. So,
but Jason I'm sorry, I didn't mean to catch you off there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Jason is a teacher. So my thing is, Kyra is an attorney. Jason is a teacher.
Right.
Okay. So Jason, chill, buddy. Chill out, dude.
She said she knew that she, was a little bit of a spendthrift, but she was working on that and kind of curtail her spending. So, just like, so I don't know.
She got it to spend, though. She got it to spend. I'm just saying. But I know you have to manage money. That's important. That is important. I know it's important to save, but Kyra got it. She got money to blow.
Right. I love it. So if you didn't see it again, they had a double date that went down. It was Jason and Liz and Alexis and AJ. Now, this is really something because Liz and Jason seem like they are really amping up on a connection.
They are vibing. I'm not liking it.
And AJ, now I just still, like I said, I'm still standing with what I said. I don't believe AJ is interested in any of the women there. I just don't. I don't know what it is about him. I know Alexis is so enthralled with him. She's like, he's the one that makes butterflies in my stomach. And she really is saying that she only picked Ron because Ron picked her.
Oh, is that awful? That's the most awful thing you can say. Right. I don't understand how she can say something like that. And then to me, the only reason why she is vibing on AJ is because of his looks. I'm sorry. It's because of his look.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
Because he has done nothing well, you know what, like you said, we don't know what's on the editing floor and all that stuff, but they have not shown him showing any real interest in her. His main interest is on Kyra. And I think the reason why he had that date with Liz is because of him hearing the thing about, because somebody says, I hear people kissing, people kissing and stuff. And so he's like, wait a minute, let me get back in the game because it's like I'm losing a little bit,
Right. Absolutely. So yeah, so this is, I don't know what's going to happen. Rounding it down, last couple that had a conversation, Amber and Chris. Such an interesting though. She was in a relationship with a gentleman who turned around and said that he was interested in the same sex. And I thought it was so, beautiful in one way that she said, even though, of course, that hurt her to the core, she still felt protective of him. And they ended up forming a wonderful friendship after that. So she's a strong woman. That shows strength in her.
That's a testament to her character, to her character as a woman.
And Chris said that.
That she would go, to stop thinking about her, not thinking about herself. She's thinking about her friend who was going through more than what she felt she was going through.
Right. Yeah. So that was really something. And Chris said, you know what, after sitting here with Tony, that was her ex, and hearing their story and everything they went through, he was like, I'm really, really he saw Amber in a whole nother light. So if they don't turn around and make it, I seriously throw my television out the window.
But can I just tell you one thing? I saw a sneak, like if you go to the OWN app,
yes,
there's some extras there are some on the cutting floor scenes. There was a scene that Amber and Joelle went on a body painting date and they kissed. This was
Amber and Joelle?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know how far in the season this was or where it took place, but yes. I don't know. But Amber says that Chris is her number one. And I did see a little chemistry when they kissed. That was sweet.
Right.
I saw it. I hadn't seen that before.
Right.
But I saw that. I was like, okay, go ahead.
I know. I agree with you 100%. So they got back after all of that. Everybody talked to each other's exes, blah, blah, blah. Got back over to Tommy's house where he invited them over again. He wanted to hear about all the dates. And Alexis completely broke down. Again, family, if you didn't see it, he was talking about what you want, what works for you, what doesn't work for the ladies. Everybody gave their recap on what happened with the dates, everything we've told you right now. They just told it back to Tommy. But Alexis really got emotional about how torn she is about probably going with somebody who is picking her, and as opposed to wanting somebody who's not chasing her. And so, she's really, because she really wants that AJ, but he's just not coming with the fire for her. And so, but she wants to have somebody pick her. So, but my thing is, Alexis, are you just willing to just say, I'm going to just go with Ron just because he picked me, even if that's not who your heart is on?
Who you really want? Is that desperate? Is that being desperate? I don't know.
No, I don't like it for her, and I don't want her to do it. Alexis,
I don't want her to do that either. Yeah, and then but then to keep saying that I'm with Ron because he picked me. How do you think that's making Ron feel? And I know you're going to get into that in the next minute, because who wants to hear that?
Nobody. I'm with you on that, Shani. Nobody wants to hear that. for her to say that to him, for me, because he said it too. He was like, didn't he say something about?
Yeah, he said, because he heard, I guess, I don't know, did she say it to him or he heard the other people told him that? I don't know, because he said, and you keep saying, for you to keep saying that, you're only with me because I picked you. Then he said,
because what I know blew the stack off of everything was when she said that he was picking her because of what she made, but what she could offer him. And that's when he lost it.
He went to blew a gasket almost, right?
Right. He was like, what? You can't offer me nothing. And she was like, oh, really? I can't? And I said, oh my God, here we go. This is a conversation that I think both of them I don't think she meant it the way she said it, and he took it
away. He took it right. He took it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Communicate. That's what he said. communication. You can't get anywhere without proper communication, because that communication is the key. Because the way they were communicating, because they're both, jumping at each, he's jumped at what she said, she jumped at what he said, and then they're not communicating. So that was a big, like,
ooh, I mean, a big, to the point. Next week, he's walking out the door. And she's like, bye. He's like, I'll do me and you do you. And she's like, this is a hot mess. I said, oh my God. Like,
that happened this week, didn't it?
Well, he was walking out, but they keep showing, because remember, because this week is to be continued, family. Just so you know, got eliminated, which we was like, we thought for sure one should get eliminated, which would have been David, but he didn't get eliminated. But surely next week
I hope he does get eliminated, because he is the worst. I'm sorry.
I mean, he is fraudulent.
I feel like he's fraudulent. Like,
Oh, control? What is it? Like, oh, God, we don't. Family, the last part was David and Liz having the final sit down after their meeting with her ex, because she wanted to just clear up some things to have a good, clear conversation. Oh my God. Second couple that blew a gasket. Like, soon as they walked into the rooms, he's like, let me lead. She's like, no, I was talking. No, I'm talking. They went back and forth. Nobody wanted to like take it down a notch to let the other person say anything. And according to next week's episode, Shawnee, it looks unbelievable.
I think it's David going, because like there's a communication thing again, because like but maybe it's not necessarily just that, because of his personality, that dominant personality. And like, you're gonna talk before me and let me lead. No, she was like, let me talk first. She was like, let me talk. She was saying, let me talk. I was like, oh my God, I had laughed. I kind of laughed, because it was crazy what she was like, let me talk. I
mean, we could be wrong, but we were talking about this. I really feel like she was getting ready to not apologize, but maybe explain something, because she knew that whole intimate, heard about it. She had a kiss, worried about, did she have another kiss? That was really something that didn't sit right with him. So it seems like she was trying to going to address that. But when they both came and no one would back down.
So, that's a done deal. That's why I feel like he's going, because she's done with him, because how can you continue with that type of behavior?
I don't know how he would redeem himself from this. I really don't. Right. Like, this is next week. We are watching with bated breath. Like, this.
I'm telling you,
it's unbelievable. Everybody we thought, again, now also what was crazy is it seems like none of the guys are interested in Kyra. Remember last week, Kyra was
everybody wanted Kyra, not nobody wanted her. She was everything, and now she's no.
I mean, David had his hand on everybody's shoulders, like, we all going on with Kyra. And this week, Jason is looking at Liz. David is looking at nobody. I mean, remember I said David and Kyra might be something. Remember I said this David and Kyra might come back together somehow. I don't know.
No, Kyra, no, please, Kyra, no.
Right, because I am just his personality is too much for Kyra. They would be the only thing that would be left to me, but like you said, I don't think she would go for it. I don't think she's interested in him in this way. So this is really interesting. Family, again, Ready to Love, the X Factor. The men met the women's exes. Some of them could take it, the other ones could not. I mean, relationships are going east and west. People who we thought were ready to love and about to almost put a ring on it.
Right.
What'd you say, Shawnee?
No, I said right. People we thought that it may not be what we thought. The tables are definitely turning around.
Tables are turning. I mean, the tables are turning. This episode was to be continued. Nobody got eliminated this week. It was really the men's opportunity. Time to get eliminated. So next week, when this comes about, I don't know what monkey wrench. Will they eliminate a man and a woman? Will they eliminate two men? Like, what is happening?
Good question.
Time, it was hot, family. Like, this one, again, another week of a monkey wrench being thrown. We don't know which way it's going. We are on an emotional roller coaster on this Ready to Love. We want somebody to get in love, somebody to be ready to love. And it seems like this love is, everybody's going out of love. I'm like, what is happening? God. So stay tuned. We're going to come back again. We are on when Friday comes. We are watching this. We are reporting. We might even report early. I mean, the block is so hot with this one. We not able to wait. Like we may be reporting on this next Saturday because this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, chat. Sweet family, we are going to get out of here. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. Hit the notification bell and subscribe. Tell your friends. We got a lot of good fun stuff that's coming. So we are excited. Stick in here with us. All right. We'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye.